Hello and welcome to Kismet Rising. So for July 2025, we are using the Enchanted Spell Oracle and we can go right into it. You can go ahead and choose option 1, 2 or 3 and go directly to your reading. And so for those of you who've chosen option number 1, we're doing July 2025 Oracle Card Guidance. And so for those of you who've chosen option number 1, we have the cards Luck, Ambition and Luxury. Now, I have to say that you're very lucky this month to have these cards. I think it's going to work out very well for you. There are a lot of astrological shifts that one can take a look into. But for some of us, or some of you, I would say the energy is shifting quite dramatically. And it is really a time where people can be very lucky. Now, at the same time, it could be a time where people that luck turns on its head. So if there's not enough movement in your life, if there's some kind of stagnation, that luck will impact itself in a way that is contrary to how you may expect it to be. So you could, bump into things, hurt yourself, break a nail, do those kind of things. But if you keep the flow moving, so if you're not avoiding something, or you're not procrastinating, if you're just going ahead and doing what you need to be doing in order for the blessings and the flow to come into your rhythm and to your routine, you're going to find that you are quite lucky and you can aim high, because the card here that comes up is ambition. And so you need to be quite clear about what it is that you desire and where it is that you want to go to. And you are going to be able to create all of those luxuries that you have for yourself. And the card that actually comes up is a luxury here. And it's not just luxuries. It's about being able to, one man's luxury is another man's whatever, it's not going to actually be the same for everyone. So depending on what you value and what you place your value on, you're going to be able to, well, that's the same thing, isn't it? What you place your value on versus what you value. I guess it's the same thing. But depending on what you place your value on, you're going to find that you have the luck to be able to create what it is that you desire. All right. But the idea is to be clear about what you want. So don't vacillate. Okay. As soon as you vacillate, as soon as you procrastinate or you avoid doing something, you're going to find that the flow is not going to really be there for you. Now, what is this message for July? It's basically saying your luck has arrived. Okay. Regardless of what the rhetoric is for the rest of the world, regardless of what the politics is or what is going on in somebody else's life, you who are hearing this, and this applies to many other people, obviously, but you who are hearing this right now, for you, your luck has arrived. It's just a matter of keeping the flow. That means stay in movement. Keep moving, quite literally, like go out every day. If you don't curl up in your corner and stay introverted from the world. Go out and create what exactly you desire, and move beyond the fact that perhaps what you desire is to be curled up in your home. Move beyond that. If that's a reality for you, move beyond that, because you need to interact with the world in order to make happen what you desire. So if you want to purchase something, if there's a big purchase that you need to do, go out and look at it and talk to people about it. Talk to people who are knowledgeable about it. Don't just buy it online. Okay, this is the advice I'm getting for you right now. if it's something that you've given up on wanting because you've wanted it for so long, but you haven't been able, it hasn't come through for you, or you just haven't seen a way for you to make it happen, then I just want to give you the reassurance that it is going to work out in a way that's completely unexpected, that will work out for the best of everyone involved. So everyone that you care about, everyone who's in your consciousness that you've given a thought to, that you have a concern about, it'll work out in a way that everyone is going to be okay with it at the end of the day, and everyone will be benefited by it. Okay, so if you have been thinking about moving jobs or moving home or getting married or having a baby, whatever big move that's going to take place in your life, or big change rather, that's going to take place in your life, it's only going to take place in a way that will benefit everyone, okay? And you, of course, you as well. And it will work out in the most convenient way possible. So if you've been thinking, oh, I can't afford it, I really want it, but I can't afford it, it's going to work out for you in a way that you are able to afford it. You actually can afford it already. It's just that there's a way that you don't believe that you can. Okay, so it's about overcoming those beliefs, etc., to be able to allow yourself to have that ambition so that you can create what it is that you desire. And I would read this card, luxuries. It's not just about material things. For some, luxury could be having access to a placid lake in the middle of nowhere with some clean air and just having forest around you. So whatever is meaningful to you and appeals to you and is on the same vibration as you is what you're able to achieve or create for yourself much more easily now than before. All right, so that's your message for July 2025. I think it's great. For those of you who've chosen this, you are very lucky, and I hope it works out for you like that. Please comment below, let me know how it works out for you, and stay tuned to the channel. Thank you so much, and many blessings to all of you. For those of you who've chosen option number 2, we are asking, what is the Oracle card guidance for July 2025? So for those of you who've chosen option number 2 for July 2025's Oracle card guidance, we have the cards Divination, Rebirth, and Opulence. And so it's a time in which you are guided to go inward and simply hear what is being spoken to you at this moment. Simply hear the divine messages that are coming your way. It is a chance for you to be able to connect in your way, in a way that resonates with you and is true only for you, to the divine. Now, by saying that, what I'm trying to emphasize is that the way in which we connect with the divine is different for each one of us. There's no right way or wrong way, and there is it's very individualistic, okay? Or rather, I should say, it's very individual. So when you come together and in a community and you attempt divination, it's not necessarily something that's going to work or that's going to actually be the best for all involved. So I'm just trying to put that out there because that is something that I think that if you feel that if you're not going to church or to mosque or to a temple or to a synagogue and you actually are therefore not actually communicating with your version of God the way you define it, or you're not doing divine work or you're not engaging in divinity, then I think that you're wrong, because this is something that you have to do personally for yourself, and for you. It's a relationship that you have between you and your own idea of what you believe to be the source. Now here the card says divination, okay, which obviously we here would define that as finding out more, having more access, or having access to a world that's not necessarily apparent, a world that's unseen. But in this case, that's not how I'm reading it. It's not about doing a tarot reading or doing or going to a psychic to get information. This is about you in your domain, basically connecting to what is divine. And you can do that in whichever way you'd like to. So I think I've emphasized that enough. The other card that comes up here is rebirth. So I feel that for some of you, you might have actually been going through something, or you might be needing to come out of a particular area of your life that is no longer serving you, where certain habits, people around you, or certain things in your life just not working on for you, or not showing up for you. Not actually, you're not really, perhaps you're existing, but you're not really living. And so this divination here is suggested to you or brought to you in the month of July, because you are encouraged to move on from whatever you're doing, whoever you are right now, and have a rebirth. Now, this doesn't mean that anything outside of you is going to change. Okay, your life can remain exactly the same as anybody would see you, but that change is happening within you, and you need to allow it to happen. And that's where the divination comes in, by allowing it to happen, by opening the door for it, and then allowing it to just be, so that you can actually rebirth yourself. Now, for some of you, it might just be subtle. For some of you, it might not. It might be that you don't do any kind of work with divine. You simply exist, and this is not good or bad. It simply is, okay? And you just simply exist, and then you you just keep the door open, however, and you have the rebirth will occur in you. So what I'm trying to say is that this month of July is going to be a really important month in which you will perhaps change the way in which you think about things. You change the way in which you view the world, or you have a new approach to the world. You know, perhaps you've been quite worried in the past, or very passionate about a particular thing, and you decide to take a step back, and you're no longer so passionate about it. You simply accept the way things are, and you go along with it. You're going with the flow of things rather than fighting it, or you are able to be more tolerant or be more accepting of what is actually going on around. So that is what that rebirth that you're going to be having is, somewhere along the lines of that. It could be in another way. It could surface for you in another way, where you have a new inspiration through that divination, or you have just a new way of approaching life. But the way I see it is that, or a new vigor is what I want to say. You have a new vigor, so you approach life with a little bit more energy in your gait, and you have some kind of inspiration that allows you to do that. And I think that here with the card rebirth, I think for many of you, what it's going to be is being able to be calmer in the world. Okay, you're going to be calmer. You're going to feel a lot better about things. The card here has November 25th and December 23rd. And perhaps you could look back at those dates for last year and ask yourself, was there something significant that happened in that time? Was there a rebirth that began already then that's reaching its closure now? Or is there a rebirth starting now that will find its closure in that time period between November 25th and December 23rd? Just an idea, okay? So I think that the point of it is simply to be clear and to be open with finding or allowing this rebirth to happen. And then the card that you end the month on, the energy that you end the month on, is called opulence. Okay. And perhaps it's about, perhaps part of you is allowing yourself to release yourself from a particular way of being, which wasn't allowing your opulence to flow or to shine through or to come through from you. I feel here that this opulence, it can definitely mean a lot of different things for people. But for a lot of you, this opulence is coming out from within you. And it's something that you are displaying for the world. It's something that you are showing the world that this opulence or this way of being is actually possible, and that it's okay to be opulent. It's okay to move on from a certain flow of wealth into another flow of wealth, and almost beckoning those who follow you or those who are part of your life to come with you, so that you can all move to a different stream of wealth. Okay, I'm just talking about wealth here, but opulence doesn't have to mean wealth. It can also mean the way in which you're thinking about the world, whether you have more confidence, or whether you are more secure about yourself, or whether you give up a certain idea that is debilitating you. An example would be victimhood. If you and your following or your people have been victims for the longest time, perhaps moving beyond that and not having that identity anymore, even though you may have been a victim in the past, will allow you to actually reinvent yourself and manifest your future in a way that doesn't allow any space for you to be a victim. So it's allowing this rebirth to come forth for you in a way that empowers you and helps empower those around you, because I feel like opulence is less about you and how you feel, although it has something to do with that, right? At the beginning, you feel like a certain way when you have opulence in your life, whether it is something material or whether it has to do with a personality or your surroundings, whatever. But then it's really more for those witnessing you, for those who are part of your life, your audience, the people who follow you in your world, the people who are there for you and watch you through your life. And I think here, this opulence, it's really about that. So the divination is perhaps going inward and asking for guidance and asking for a way to be followed, and then you have this rebirth, which allows that, which is a culmination of that divination. And then the outcome of it is this opulence that you carry as a result of all of that. And that's something that can inspire others and can heal others as well. And I think it's a beautiful energy that you have here for July. So good luck with all of that. And I wish you a fabulous July. Many, many blessings to you all. And for those of you who've chosen option number 3, we're asking, what is your monthly oracle card guidance for July 2025? Okay, and for those of you who've chosen option number 3, we're doing July 2025's Oracle card guidance, and the cards you have here are Strength, Beauty, and Enchantment. And so I think here the message that comes along for this month is that at the beginning of the month, you may have some difficulty, whatever that difficulty may be. It requires from you a certain strength. And for some of you, I feel like it could just be something like, the weather. Like maybe it's too hot for you, or maybe it's too cold for you, depending on where you are. And maybe that is what you're struggling with. For others, it could be that that weather is making it difficult for you to do some work, and it's hard for you to break through. Okay. For others, it could be that you're just extremely exhausted, and it's hard for you to actually function. Or it could be that you are challenged by something. It could be an environment, it could be your neighbors, it could be something around in your home that is challenging you, and therefore you're not able to actually function as you need to or as you normally would. And so the card strength comes up because it talks about being able to overcome that. Maybe it's got nothing to do with anything around you. Maybe it's just that you're not disciplined enough. Okay. Now, this is obviously going to apply to different people in different ways, but I'm just throwing out all these examples. Basically, at the beginning of July, you're going to need to summon your strength to be able to do the things that you need to do. Perhaps you need to create something. Perhaps you need to prepare for something, or you need to develop something, or you need to finish something, or you need to launch something. There's something that you require the strength for to be able to do it, and there's something in the way of that, and it very much feels like for a lot of you it's going to be yourself that's in your way, because you are not allowing yourself to push forth no matter what. And that's where the strength comes in. Okay, so it might be that you're allowing a certain situation which is not necessarily good around you or to you, that is, it's coming in the way of your well-being, and it's coming in the way of it's getting in the way of your thinking, and it's stopping you from being as efficient as you can possibly be in a given situation. So at the beginning of July, you're going to find that you need to summon the strength. Maybe it's just that you need to do a workout or something like this, and you need there to summon that strength. Okay, it could be a whole range of things for each one of you. It's quite different for each one of you, I would imagine. As we come into July, from the 10th of July onwards, say the 11th, 12th perhaps of July, till about the 20th or 21st of July, what you're going to find is that you are a better version of yourself. So you find yourself, you feel more attractive in yourself. You feel healthier. You feel stronger. You feel more able to do things. And I think that it comes from the fact that you've been able to summon that strength at the beginning of July. And so you find yourself reaping the benefits already as early as the second half of the second week of July. And I think that you feel like you can actually feel like, okay, I've made the right decisions. I've done what I've needed to do in order to have what I have, and I'm proud of my decisions that I've made, and I'm happy with what I've achieved, or what I've created, or what I've developed, whatever I've bought, whatever it is that you are dealing with. You will be happy with it as you come to the middle of July, because it summons a sense of having achieved something for you. The beauty for me here, it reads not just as something that is beautiful to look at, but rather it looks at what's gone into creating that beauty, and the effort that's been used to create that beauty. The fact that it is pleasant, not just for the wearer of that beauty, but for those who are witnessing that beauty, or a part of that beauty, or can attend to that beauty as well. So it could just be that you put a lot of effort into researching something that you're going to be making, and then you make it and it's beautiful and you feel like you've accomplished something. Or you could be putting a lot of research into buying something, and you buy that thing and then it looks beautiful and you're happy with your purchase. Or it could be that at the beginning of July you've been summoning your strength to do some preparation for some marathon or some kind of sport, or you just simply want to do a workout, and by the middle of the month you actually feeling, okay, I've got it now, I'm feeling a lot more myself, I'm feeling a lot better, and I'm looking good, I'm radiating that beauty. But that beauty is, it's loaded with achievement, it's loaded with the strength, it's loaded with having accomplished something that you are proud of. Okay, as you come into the end of the month, there's the card of enchantment, and I feel that with the efforts that have been made at the beginning of the month, and being able to enjoy some of it, and work with it, whatever you've created or whatever you've done for yourself, as you come into the end of July, you actually are able to experience the enchantment of what it is that you've set out to do at the beginning of the month. So if you want to do a road trip or something, okay, you could say that it takes you a lot of strength to be able to put it together and to do the drive. And then when you're there, when you're finally on it, you feel like really good, and you're feeling the accomplishment of it, and it's beautiful. And when you're actually at the destination that you're headed to, you're enchanted by it. And it's not just a matter of being enchanted by looking at something or by it's more about an experience of something, and that experience is not divorced from something that is divine or something that fulfills you quite deeply. And so this enchantment that you experience at the end of July is very much about feeling deeply fulfilled, deeply peaceful, and having a sense of not just accomplishing something, but having a sense of arriving at somewhere that is it's almost like a divine space that you're in. It's almost like you've calibrated with yourself on a divine level. It's really a feeling of being completely at one with yourself and enchanted by life and by yourself and by the world around you. And it's really a feeling of having found what you're looking for. And so I think that July is going to be a good month for you if you are able, or when you summon that discipline, whatever it is, that strength that you need to summon within yourself to be able to create all of this that's waiting for you in July. And it looks to me that that July is going to be a really great month for you, as well as for the other options that have that we're here today. And I think with the shifts in astrology that are taking place, it's going to definitely work well for many. For many. I think also that regardless of what's happening in the world right now, your life, your mental and emotional landscape is something that you control, and you can continue to do that for yourself and be there for yourself and actually show up for yourself. And I think that if you do so, you're going to have all of these wonderful things right here. All right. So I wish you a fabulous July 2025, and have a great month ahead. Many, many blessings to you all.